Do you struggle to right stick switch on FIFA 23? If the answer is yes, then this video is for you. So first up, we are going to head into controller settings and make sure our right stick switching is set to classic. Nothing else, not player rotation, not adaptive, only classic, okay? Now, right stick switching reference should also be player relative. No matter what other people tell you, these two are the best settings if you wanna improve at right stick switching. Next switch indicator should also be on. Now we are gonna learn how to perfectly right stick switch every time to the correct player that we want to, right? Afterwards, I will show you how to use it in game. Now, in order to get started, I want you to connect two controllers. If you don't have two controllers, then just put the AI difficulty to beginner, half length to 20 minutes. Go in kickoff. Throw the ball away. After you've thrown the ball away, I want you to do this, okay? I want you to practice your right stick switching. In your mind, choose one player. For example, I want to switch to Sergio Busquets, okay? Until and unless you get to Sergio Busquets in all 10 tries, you will keep doing this drill, okay? I want you to repeat this drill for 5 to 10 minutes every day before you go into a game of FIFA. What will happen is after a few days, your right stick switching will be perfect. You will nail right stick switching. This is how I learned it, but this is only the 1% part. The actual thing is where to use it in game. Now is the real deal. When to use right stick switching and why do we use right stick switching in game? Right stick switching gives us freedom. We need to combine right stick switching with the skill of anticipation that I discussed in the defending video. In this example, you can see there is so much space, the yellow space, right? And the opponent is on the ball. It looks like two of his strikers are sprinting towards the space. Now, if I do not flick the right stick towards my CB Rudiger, I will not be able to make the switch. With L1, it will take me a lot of time to get to Rudiger, and by that time, he will play the through ball and I will probably concede the goal. So look at my right stick, how I have flicked it down. Because I have flicked it down, I have now switched to Rudiger and now I can cover this pass. In this example, you can see Cruyff is making a run and we know the R1 L1 threaded through pass is so overpowered. So if I do not switch to Rudiger in time, he will be through on goal. So this is where you need to use the skill of anticipation, paying attention to the pitch. Okay, he's going to make a through pass. I need to make sure that I am covering the through pass. How will I cover the through pass? The best and the quickest way is to make sure that I am using the right stick switching. So I will flick the right stick down and switch to Rudiger. Even though if I click L1 in this situation, I will switch to Rudiger, right? Because we need to cover the space in behind, we will switch to Rudiger with the right stick and run back with Cruyff and get the ball back. Otherwise, it would be a goal. So this is very important, guys. You need to know this thing. In FIFA, the opponents are always looking to find the space and exploit the space, right? So we as defenders need to make sure that we are not giving them space, because if we give them space, they will always run in behind and end up scoring easy goals on us. So we need to avoid this. Once we realize two things, that we need to have the skill of anticipation, basically knowing where the opponent will play the next pass, in combination with the fact that the opponents are always looking to find the empty space and exploit it. Of course, it comes with practice, but if you did not know about this concept, you will play like a headless chicken, of course, and never get better at it, right? Now look, in this situation, I am already beaten with my CM, and now this guy in the yellow is making a run behind in the green space, right? So what do I need to do? I need to make sure that I am right stick switching. I flick my right stick up to the center back and get the ball back, right? This is where right stick switching comes in handy, guys. This is why I told you to put your next switch player indicator to on, right? In this situation, if I click L1, as you can see this little icon over here on the head of Mendy, if I click L1, immediately I will switch to Mendy and get the ball back. Now, in some situations, you need to use L1. When do you need to use L1? When you want to switch to the closest player on the ball. Sometimes you do not have the luxury of using the right stick switching. That is when you need to click L1, right? In this situation, you can see I want to close my opponent down. So what will I do? I will click L1 because there are no dangerous passes right now. All the dangerous passes are covered, and now I need to apply pressure. So in order to apply pressure, I will click L1 and immediately pounce on him. Combining right stick switching with L1 switching is the real deal. In this situation, guys, this guy is clearly making a run. If I do not flick the right stick towards my center back, because if I click L1, I will switch to Marquisio, right? So what do I need to do? I need to flick my right stick towards my center back so I cover this run. Otherwise, this guy will score on. Because I cover this run, I will then force him to turn back. Right stick switching in combination with L1 switching will make sure that your defense goes to the next level and your FIFA ability goes to the next level. There is no rocket science. All you have to do is make sure you are practicing like I've shown you. You're following my advice. There is no way that you will not improve. Now, if you want to improve 100% with left stick dribbling, then click this video out here.